Putting new coulters on the fertilizer applicator today. Actually just 16 of them. I need 25, but they only had 16 in town this morning. So replacing these, this is actually the first time. So we've got 4 years out of these, or let's call that roughly 4,800 acres of corn these have covered. So there's an old one on top of a new one. So you can see how much metal we've left out there in the fields. Got one on, center one here. Got that on there. Takes up quite a bit more space than I remember when they were new. Got the knife adjusted correctly-ish. Supposed to be about a 1/4 inch away from the blade. They don't always like to stay there, but we'll start there. You can see here's the next one. They're pretty rusty because right when I finished washing this, we got a downpour before I could spray any oil on here. So you still get a little bit of fertilizer drip. They got a little rusty. That's okay. Getting replaced anyway. Knives will get shined up as soon as you put them in the ground. But yeah, see that's a big gap that can be adjusted. But you can see this one, the blade, the coulter runs just below the tip of the knife, which is the way it's supposed to be. And these are getting to the point where the knife is running below the blade, and we're getting trash and rocks caught up in here more often. So time to replace them anyway. The book actually didn't give me a spec when they're supposed to be replaced, but we've lost about a 1.5 inches or so around there. It depends on where they at. That one I just showed you is probably one of the worst ones, because this one and their twins on the other side run right behind the tractor tires, and they tend to take more abuse because it's a little compacted soil, I guess. So those are a little smaller than the rest, but not much different. Time to do all of them. I don't need all new knives. I bought 10 knives, so that should do what I need. That's either got broken tips like the one there did. Let's see, it's over here. Broken tip. Replace that one, but a lot of them are still good to go. These are a lot nicer than the ones that came with from factory. The ones we had it when it was new. They didn't last half a season. They had no hardened surface, no stainless or chrome tubes, whatever. They were shot half a season through. Knives wore out. Back of the tubes were open, had a hole in them. So anyway, time for a little bit of a rebuild on the fertilizer applicator. So as soon as we get another dry spell, we'll probably do a little bit of pre-plant, square up some corners and stuff, and then we will side dress everything else when the time comes.